Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Viking Valley Farm. My name is Carter. And I'm out here pulling chopper boxes out of the shed to get ready for first crop. We got 3 H&S chopper boxes for our pull type chopper that we pull, and I'm just in the MX150 here. Yes, this is the bagger tractor, but this is what I've got available right now to pull wagons out of the shed with. Got to go over, grease everything, check air on tires, and lubricate chains and make sure our belts are tight, and they should be good to go. This tractor, oil's been changed, so this tractor is pretty much ready to go on the bagger. And we still have to take duals off and unhook the vertical till and the planter. I think oil is currently being changed on the disc bind. Chopper, just got to go over that quick, grease everything. Disc bind, got to make sure knives are good. And we got to change planetary oil for the big rotor on the bagger. And it is Friday today. Hopefully, goal, fingers crossed, we can be knocking down hay on Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. We got a few inches of rain the last few days. I don't know what video is going to come out first between this one or the emergence flag testing, but I'm going over to a shed on a farm that we rent, that we've got some storage of wagons, grain cart, combine, and I've got 2 more to pull out yet, and then Dad can put the combine away. I don't know how much servicing I'll get done tonight before chores. Would like to get an earlier start tonight, considering we're gonna have the milk tester in the morning. So I think we'll have the milk tester in the morning, and we'll see how the cows I bought are doing, if their production goes down a lot, considering they're going from a 3X herd to 2X milking, and just see how those genetics are playing in and doing well in our herd. Hooked up, and if you've been watching our videos since last year, you know that we do have the quick hitches, but we take them off when we park them in the shed, and they don't work on the drawbar on this tractor because we don't have a straight drawbar, but that's okay. 2-wheel drive tractor is nimble and can maneuver in the shed, and I'm guessing this is what Dad used to back stuff into the shed, because you can really jerk the front end of this tractor and get stuff steered into the shed. And biggest thing in our area to make sure that our wagons and stuff don't roll away on our hillsides is to kind of park them angled in a way that if they were to roll, they can't go anywhere. So tongue is facing uphill, and the back of the wagon is facing uphill, and the bottom side is this. I don't know if you can hear some of that high frequency pitch noise stuff, but we have some sensors to deter raccoons from our bags, and then it sends out a high pitch frequency. I don't know how well it's working. A few weeks ago, raccoons got into a corn silage bag, and my uncle had to patch that up pretty good. So hopefully the solar little noise device is doing its job. This wagon I'm gonna have to be a little bit comfortable or careful with. A little low on air, so I'm just gonna drive this one home slow. It's not fully flat, it's not off the bead, so it should be good for me to limp home and put some air in it. And I'm guessing If we need a new tire at some point this summer, that'll be the first one that has to get replaced. And I hit everything that needs to be greased on the chopper box, but it is time for me to go to chores. So when I get back tonight, I'll have to do tires, lubricate chains, and maybe even lubricate the PTO shaft. Can't remember how sticky they were at the end of the year last year. Sometimes they just seize up sometimes. So off to the farm we go to go get ready for milking. I'm in the skid loader now. It's about 20 after 4 this morning. Just got started milking with milk tester, but I'm gonna go scrape, and then I've got at least 4 cows to breed this morning, I think. So that'll be trying to do that with the milk tester here. It'll be something, but gotta do it. Gotta breed cows, gotta get them pregnant, gotta get them back in calf, and get them in that high yielding milk lactation curve. So I've got the semen in my shirt tucked into my pants to keep it warm. I've got the headlock set. I know for a fact that at least one of the cows that I need to breed is locked up. And I just got to scour here to make sure where the other one is. So when I come back up, I'm not trying to breed a cow that's not locked up. And that's troublesome, I guess. I gotta try and find a cow now that was locked up. And she moved, or she must not have fully set in the headlock. So she is now right here. This is Diego Taps. I'm gonna breed her to sexed dark horse. I believe she's got genomic type and udder composites over 1. And dark horse is a new young bull for good type. So Taps is done. Hopefully she settles and we get a nice dark horse heifer calf out of her. And next up is Ghoulie. Yes, this will be 4th service on her. Historically, she has been a tough breeder, but she's a top 20 type and udder composite bull to breed, or cow to breed. But today I'm gonna put Netflix on her, conventional Perfection Sun out of Silver Nutella. I take that back. I'm gonna breed my 2-year-old Chloe that I bought to Sex Dark Horse right now too, just for the fact that they're already locked up, and I soon have to bring the 2-year-old group into the parlor, so I'm gonna breed her before she goes in and gets milked. Still takes a little bit of time, but Chloe is bred. Hopefully in 9.5 months she'll have a dark horse setter calf. She is a timeout that I bought at the Breeders' Touch sale about 3 weeks ago out of Hilltop Acres Daredevil Cassidy, which is a full sister to Kickstart. Just look at that rear udder. And I gotta hurry up and get Ghoulie bred to Netflix so I can get group 2 in, because the holding pen is empty. So hopefully this goes smoothly and I can find the cervix right away and get her bred. And I think I'm done breeding cows for the morning, but I gotta find the man pass and open that up and open up the headlocks. And I'm out now taking the morning manure load out on Saturday, the 24th. And I'm gonna keep plastering that hayfield. I'm gonna put a few layers on each spot in that field. Hopefully we can get a little bit of first crop off of that, but just taking it to the back of that super long strip that we've got. I'm gonna make one heck of a corn crop in 2026. All right, so the back side of this field is what I call plastered. Yeah, there will be some sand on this field, but the amount of organic matter that's in this manure will cancel that out. Organic matter and a little bit of drainage with the sand won't hurt anything. And these fields have never had sand manure before, so we don't have to worry about that. And there's a pheasant strutting across the field there. I'm just going to back up to the edge of this field before I drop off the bank into the neighbor's field. And just going to make sure that if we're putting manure on this, might as well cover every spot, every square inch possible. So shield up, throttle it down a little bit. Alright, it's the next afternoon now from what I was doing yesterday. So this morning I had bred cows, we had milk tester. But I've got tires yet to air up and I gotta lubricate chains on this wagon and then it's good to go. I've got everything greased. So I just gotta go check the tire and see what PSI we need here. Looks like some of these are pretty new and in good shape, but I gotta check all of them. It says on here 35 PSI. I'm guessing this one might be good. That one, no bueno. We are over the recommended 35, just barely, but I'm gonna let it be because first crop gets to be pretty full load, so you want air in these tires for going down the road. My guess on this one is going to be, well, it's not even going to register because I think it needs 20 PSI to register on the gauge. Nope, didn't even do anything. So set the cap up on top of the tire. Now I've got the PTO hooked up, tires are all good. I just gotta lubricate chains while it's running, and this wagon should be ready to hit the field besides putting on the quick hitches. First wagon is good to go. And I've got all the chopper boxes are pretty much good to go. Just got to put the quick hitches on. I'm at the dairy now. Gonna push up feed. And I know I for sure have 2 more cows to breed tonight, which is a good sign that we got cows coming in heat. We were a little worried that our heat detection was poor, but they're coming into heat now. 5 for sure today, and we've got like 2 that are too early to breed. So that's a good sign that we're not feeling like we're actually missing something, which we were for a few weeks. But we got to remind ourselves that we are slow to calve in January and February. Not too many calve during that time for us, so that's normal. We just got to remind ourselves of that. First order of business for me is to check on our old fresh cow. She's 8 years old, just had twins 2 days ago. She's the last cow that we dried off at home. So we actually just took her out of the maternity barn today and put her in the free stall this morning since she's doing good. And I was able to chase her up into a stall this morning. I see that she is perching up here. Let's see if I can get her to put 4 legs in. Good, she'll do that. This is Silvana. She's a double W Finnegan. She has a 92-point Grand Dam, but didn't quite get the type to come through, but she's still a good cow. We like her a lot. But she's just in with the 2-year-old group so she doesn't get pushed around by the older cows. And here's a design that we already had, design Sage out of a silver, going back to an excellent Carter. Has not seen the classifier. She was fresh in August. Confirmed pregnant to tank. Probably due sometime in January, February, maybe late November, December. I honestly can't remember. That there is a Colt Finch Toby Congo, fresh in late August. That's Tegan, one of the ones I bought 3 weeks ago. She's really friendly today, usually is, but I really like design. And then this is Puma Trisket. She's fresh in like September, and she calved at 1 year, 10 months old. This is one of our best 2-year-olds here. A really nice udder. Puma's a Trek son that was at Select Sires out of Hilltop Acres Cadence Paula. We've got a few nice Pumas that will calve in this summer. And then this is Design Sue, one of the other ones that I bought that freshened the first few days. I had her over here, and she's got a Ray heifer calf. I really like Design. We've used Sun's Top Notch, which sadly we have not gotten a heifer calf yet. We still have a lot of pregnancies to go. Trickster, I think we've got 3 calves on the ground by him. 1 or 2 pregnancies left for that. We've used Sunny D. We got 1 pregnancy from him. And we have started using Dark Horse, which is probably the trickle to the end of the Design Sons that are entering AI. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll use Design again, unless his sons are just as good, if not better. Then we'll use those again. But our goal is just to keep making good cows and make the next generation better. And that 2-year-old there, I've got to breed her tonight. I'm gonna put Cozy Nook Doughboy Tank on her. She needs some size and pounds of milk, and she needs milking speed really bad. And we like the tanks that we have, so we're using a little bit more of him. And she's a slow milker, but she's a good cow. So tank hopefully will make a good heifer calf. And when and if that is a heifer calf that comes out in 9.5 months, the following 2 years later, it's a faster milker than her mother. And it is after chores now, and I'm gonna go out and do my day 2 of my emergence flagging. So these will be orange. Day 1 was yesterday, so green, corn on corn, with 2 passes of vertical tillage. And I got 21 out of a 17.5 5-inch area. So at the end of harvest, I'm going to do yield calculations with this and see how much yield we're losing by doing day 1 versus day 2 versus day 3, etc. This is interesting. This is a day 2 that is taller than a day 1 next to it. There are a couple day 2s right next to each other. 3 of them actually. So those might not have much yield drag. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, so 17 feet 5 inches should represent 1/1000th of an acre. my math is right, there's 14 day twos. There's so far 35,000 plant population. So there must have been a few skips in there. Only one double. So now I'm gonna go check no-till corn on sod. And that has not emerged yet where I'm looking, and then no-till into soybean stubble, which yesterday was also a day one there. And now I'm just checking the no-till into sod. Hopefully they can punch through. But look how good the row units did at busting this up. Like, down pressure with airbags is really good on a planter, and it is not ready yet to come out of the ground. So my day ones hopefully will be tomorrow. Now I'm out here just trying to check the day twos. Yes, there are weeds in here. I also put radish and clover out here, so there's a little bit of radish that still came through yet this spring, but not a lot. I believe I got 19 on this field last night, and now I'm just checking for day twos. I only found 2 day twos in this field. Maybe I picked a bad spot, but if you multiply that over the whole acre, that's a population so far in the first 2 days of emergence of 21,000, which hopefully, if that's the case, which I don't think it will be, that hybrid has flex, which means that maybe the ears will fill out more if they've got more space. But that's going to wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully those cows that you saw settled that I bred, trying to make the next generation of great brown Swiss cows, and hopefully in a few days get through Memorial Day and we'll be chopping soon. So I don't know what the next video will be, but if you guys keep watching, you'll find out. Please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one. Carter, out.